Yeah. Welcome, guys. Man, we just played you one of his songs. His name is Roberto. Some prefer calling him Roberto. Depending on the schools you attended, people pronounce names differently. How you doing, Roberto?
My man, you good?
I'm awesome, super awesome. Good to have you in Uganda again.
Bruh,
Yeah?
I think I need like a house now here.
You need a house here.
I need a house.
You need a wife, Ugandan. I don't know whether you've already gotten yourself one, a girl, a
Which-
Ugandan girl yet.
We'll talk about that later.
They say we have the most beautiful girls in Africa.
Well, I've been here 5 times. I can prove it. It's true.
But yo, man, thank you for coming through. Yeah. Today, I also understand it's a very special day for you. It happens to be your birthday. Happy birthday.
Correction.
Correction was yesterday.
No, it
or
was on the 17th.
on the
But,
17th?
let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying correction.
Yeah.
But this correction is good.
Okay.
A lot of people always told me that we cannot celebrate your birthday because it's in the middle of the month. So we'll push it until the 1st. So any day between the 17th and the 1st is my birthday. So yes, you can say today is my birthday.
It's still okay, wishing you happy birthday. All right, now, about 8 or 9 years back, you did that record with the Alan Tonics Swagamita. It was a big deal. People still vibe to it. Have you guys ever thought of maybe recording something again together since you proved to have that good chemistry?
We actually had recorded an album with Tonics, but out of the songs, I think we worked on like 8 songs.
Yeah.
We only put out 2. So we have
What
like
happened? Are you making plans of maybe revisiting those songs?
yeah, we actually I'm supposed to link up with Tonics tonight, and we just want to talk through about everything that we have worked on so far and see how best it can go, because we did some songs from Zambia, we did some songs from Swang's Avenue way back, and so we want to work on some more music. And we've been talking in the background. I've also worked with Ray Signature, worked with who else? Helen. And I got a brand new song that's coming up with one of Uganda's biggest artists, but I'll not mention who it is, but we've already recorded the song and it's done.
We just can't wait. We shall be waiting, eyes on the ground. Now, I understand you're here for a show, but then even before the show, we saw quite a lot on social media. Roberto had Roberto had so many demands. Private jet, security personnel who were meant to be female. And a couple of other things. So for me, I was like, maybe this was for just social media, or it was like a build up to the event. Was it true? Was it what? Because I was like, this brother's been in Uganda a couple of times. This is like home. But the demands are so out of this world.
Well, the thing is, when I came across that story, I was like, wait, what? What's going on? And I was getting phone calls back and forth like, no, we hear you're not going to come to Uganda if they don't meet these demands. Well, so I was like, are you saying that I will not come to Uganda if they don't meet my demands? But the good thing is that I'm here in Uganda, so what does that mean?
That means they met the demands or otherwise.
My brother, let's go and have a great time in Hoima.
I know you're having a show in Hoima alongside other Ugandan artists who will be performing but as the headlining artist of the night. How ready are you? Maybe you could also tell us, what we should expect.
Well, first and foremost, I don't think I would term myself as a headline artist. I'm an artist working with other great Ugandan artists. So the fact that I'm just coming from a different country might look like I'm a headline artist, but for me, the biggest artists are the Ugandan artists. I'm here to support my fellow artists, artists from Uganda. And if they came to Zambia, I would go out and support them as well. So it's really not about who's the headline artist or who's going first or not. That doesn't matter. What matters is the people who are coming for this show. What are they coming to do? They want to come and enjoy, have a great time, enjoy the music. And it's just not me. There are so many artists who are coming on board, others are DJs, and they're all contributing to this great event. So it's just not about Roberto, it's about everybody. So for me, I'm happy to have all these amazing artists. It doesn't matter where your name has been placed on that roster. If you're on that roster, you're as important as I am, you're as important as Cindy is. So let's just keep it like that. We're here for the people. The people want to have a great time into 2020, and they're the ones that matter.
I like that. Respect across the board. All right, now, the event is happening on the 31st.
Yeah.
That is in Hoima. Are you already aware of the entrance fee for those that are going to be attending, or for you just coming to kill the show?
We're just here to make sure everybody comes through. Whether it is this little or this high, like I said, it's about you and how you want to enjoy it. It's like at a club. You know, sometimes people go to the club and they'll be like, nah, today I just want to go and support somebody. And others want to go out and say, you know, today I just want to go and spend my money. So it doesn't matter the price range, whatever it is that you can afford, just come out, because the night is about the people that are coming to actually have a great time. Yeah.
All right. Aside from that, the years you've been coming to Uganda, like you say, this is your fourth time or fifth time, fourth or fifth time, and you've worked with quite a number of, you've interacted with quite a number of Ugandan artists.
Yeah.
Now, the music trends keep changing over time.
Yeah.
People come up with new ideas. The industry keeps evolving. What is that one thing that you've actually been able to realize about the industry? Your country, our country, some of the things that you think have actually that have actually come up, basically, from both countries, musically. Speaking of music, from the production aspect of it to even the artists that have come up over time. Because I know even in these 9 years, there are musicians who have disappeared completely. They're off the music grid. There are those that have come up. The sound has changed. What are some of those things you've been able to?
I think you mentioned it already. Sounds change. And everything evolves, you know. So if you look at, for example, I remember, I think the first time I was coming to Uganda, I think Kasipichi by Baby.
Cool.
That was like my favorite song at that moment, you know what I mean? And I just found the song on YouTube because I usually do this research before I come to a country and just kind of like know who's trending, that sort of thing. And I came across this Baby Cool song. I was like, wow, this is great, you know. And I sent him a message like, hey, I'm Ozzy's young brother. By then, people didn't even know who Roberto was. So I sent a message to him like, hey, I'm Ozzy's young brother. You know, I'm coming to Uganda. I hope I can link up. And he messaged me back. It's like, oh, I'm not going to be around. This and for me, I was like, wow, Baby Cool's responded. And if you look at the sound back then and look at, for example, where Baby Cool is today, everything is changing. And as an artist, you need to be able to evolve. And I love how so many of the artists here in Uganda have grown with sound as time is going on. You know, you have people like Jose Chameleon, you have Baby Cool, you have Shiba now, you have Vinka, you've got John Black, you've got Waiki Bender. You know, like you have all these artists that are growing with sound. And to basically answer your question, I feel like African music is growing. And we now have people who are in other continents looking at our genre and saying, wow, this is the next biggest thing. So what then can we do as artists from this continent to enrich the music and keep it going? I believe it's togetherness, unity. There's power in numbers. We cannot say, oh, because this person is from West Africa, let's not work with them in such a way, or let's respect them more than the person who's coming from Southern Africa. I believe that if we work together, we have strength in numbers. If we have artists in other continents emulating what we are doing, it simply means we're doing something right. So therefore, this is my call to anybody who's watching, whether you're a new artist, you're an established artist, let's learn to work together. Because trust me, if we unite, hey man, we can conquer anybody.
Indeed. Oh man, your final remarks to the Ugandans that are watching you right now from Hoima and all over the country ahead of 31st.
I'm just here to ensure that we have a memorable day from 31st into the 1st of January 2020. I don't know what your plans are for the year, but if you're coming for the show, I just want us to make sure that we are going to say, in the morning of 1st January, to say, wow, man, I'm happy I went to that show. You know what I mean? Yeah, so please do come out in numbers. Like I said, there's just not Roberto performing. We have amazing artists from Uganda that are there that I will be supporting. They're not supporting me. I'm supporting them. So I'm not the bigger artist. They are the biggest artists here. So I'm just here to support everybody. And I'm just looking forward to having a great time. And thank you so much for having me in Uganda one more time. Yeah.
Thanks, bro, for coming through, man. It's been a pleasure having you on, of course, Jam 101. Yeah?
Jam 101.
Bless up. Now that brings us to the end of today's episode of the show. We're still enjoying the holidays. We'll link up again tomorrow for part 3 with Kasuku Kuku Wazabanga. We're still giving you a rundown of all things that have been happening in the celebrity world. But who knows, we might also have Roberto again for a more detailed profile about his story, for the benefit of you that is, of course, getting to know more about him for the very first time. Peace and love. Bless.